Why is it that we see all white people one place and all black people another place? Maybe it's just like really cultural.
Yes.
Has nothing to do with our bodies. You sort of said.
Well, it does have something to do with your body.
Dude, I'm going to use you. All right, what's your name?
Matt.
Matt. All right, hang on. You stay here for a second. You're going to see why. All right, show the next slide. See these guys? Bro, do you know anything about hockey?
A bit.
A bit?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you almost had a Canadian accent. Wait, what's that?
They hit each other a lot.
That they do, I think. All right. Do you know anything about hockey, bro?
Nah, nothing but hockey.
Do you know?
A lot of white guys play it.
Okay, dude, let's go to the next slide. Basketball. These are all all-stars, right? Why is it that hockey guys are all white and basketball players are all black? And we can say, okay, not all, but there are a couple black guys, dark-skinned guys.
The reason for this is because a lot of black people want to play basketball, and a lot of white people want to play hockey. I really don't know what to say, because that's the reason. That's the reason.
Playing hockey in the NHL, right? And there are a few. I mean, there are growing numbers of them, but not many. And there are some white and brown people playing in the NBA, but the vast majority of people are of African ancestry. Why is that?
Because
What is it about black people that allow them to play basketball that they do really well in basketball and white guys do really well in hockey? And whatever you do, don't be racist in your response.
I think it's because the white guys probably have, they're more
Hold it right there.
they're more adapted to cold, so they probably have more better training, something like that. And then black guys probably because of longer legs and shorter torso, they have better, I don't know, hops.
Dude. All right. Go ahead, bro. How about you?
A similar answer, but like I know like the Kenyans, they usually do really well in the Olympics because they have really good cardiovascular endurance, and I think it's a similar thing with why you have kind of like the NFL too. There's more black people than let's say white people.
Dude, Muhammad, you want to weigh in on this?
It can be a cultural thing. So like hockey is played more by white people, and then black people like basketball more.
Okay, that's cool.
That's kind of a similar answer to what I said. It's really just, I guess, culture. Some areas are just more dominated by one sport than the other. And even this is only in reference to American sports because, and obviously he's talking about America, but if you were to go to another country or land such as Spain or China, then you know they have their own versions of sports. I don't actually know if they play hockey, but I know for a fact they play basketball, and even these sports are maybe dominated by the people who are from there. So it's just about culture in a specific place. It's really that simple. Where some cities even are known for hockey, high school hockey, and some cities are known for high school basketball. It's just how you come up, the weather. It's a lot. So I don't think this is racist or anything that black people are more prone to play a sport and white people are more prone to play a sport in given environments. It's just what they want to do.
What do you need? What kind of body do you need to do really well in basketball? What kind of physical features do you need to have?
Tall.
What?
Tall.
Nah, not necessarily. Do you have to be tall?
I mean, you don't have to be anything, but like 99% of basketball players are above 6 feet tall. So yes, technically you don't have to be tall, but the chances of the taller you are, the higher your chances. Up until about 7'2", then if you're 7'3", 7'4", I don't know, the chances may drop because of mobility. However, yes, you do. The chance of you being taller increase your chances of going to the NBA.
Not necessarily. All right, but it helps for
Yes,
certain
necessarily.
positions. Okay,
yes,
go ahead.
it
What
helps.
else?
Helps every position.
Anything? Gentlemen?
Everyone.
What's that? Longer arm span.
You need
Maybe.
to be like really lean and light, so you can have really a lot of agility moves.
A lot of what?
A lot. You have to be very athletic. Make quick.
Quick? Okay, how about hockey? What do you got to be?
Still really strong, powerful legs, and a big guy.
Quick?
also very quick.
Dude,
Agile, quick.
yeah? Agile, quick. Bro, what do you have to be? What do you have to be to play hockey?
Big compared
Big?
to basketball players.
Similar to basketball players?
More bigger than basketball players.
You
compared
think
to
so?
that. Yeah.
I don't know. Basketball, what do you need? You need like fairly quick reflexes, and you need to be strong. Anybody can be strong. You can be strong. You guys can have the same strong bodies, you know what I mean? And quick reflexes, and okay, so everybody has that. We can find white people. We're looking at averages. Remember the average thing? So we can find plenty of white people with short torsos and long legs. It's great. In hockey, you want to be quick, you want to be strong, you want to be fast, you want good eyesight, fast reflexes, that whole stuff. In hockey, you want that. In basketball, you want that. Anybody who's really good at basketball could be really good at hockey. If you're a pro basketball player,
What? Anyone who's really good at basketball can be really good at hockey. I mean, no, that's not true. It's a sport. There are certain builds for certain sports. There are certain builds for certain. That's just how it is. So Kevin Durant he will obviously naturally be better at basketball than he will ever be at hockey. He's a tall, slim guy. That's not the archetype known naturally for basketball. I mean, really tall, 7 feet tall. So this is not true. And plus, when it comes to basketball, hockey, soccer, tennis, golf, there are certain I'm not gonna say neighborhoods, but there are certain cities or environments where these sports are just naturally more played. That's just how it works. There was an entire documentary called Basketball County because in PG County, a county called PG County, more people just play basketball and they produce more D1 basketball players than any other place because that's the environment, that's the culture of a land. And I'm sure Minnesota has something like that with hockey. I don't know a lot about hockey. I'm sure. Whereas even some probably Hispanic neighborhoods or cities or countries, I don't know a lot about it, may have more soccer players. I don't know, but that's just how sports work. That's just how it works. So people from that place are more prone to play. They know the culture behind the sport better. So not everyone who's good at one sport will just be good at another sport. They won't even understand as much of the other sport. That's not at all how it works, at all.
you could be a pro hockey player. If you're a pro hockey player, you could be a pro basketball player. All you got to do is have spent 15 to 20 years of their life skating as opposed to shooting a ball through a hoop.
No.
And dribbling a ball. So it's the same thing. It doesn't really matter.
That's not true. That's not true. It's a sport. You have to be built a certain way to increase your chances. It's not about becoming a doctor or a lawyer where it's purely academia, where you can purely learn about it. No, it's a sport. It's you're an athlete. It's about athletics. That's not how it works at all. At all.
So then we go, why is it that we see all white people one place and all black people another place? Maybe it's just like really culture. I don't know. Maybe it's culture. Has nothing to do with our bodies. You sort of said it.
It does have something to do with your
The two of you
body.
were kind of saying that. It's like in a way, right? So maybe it's just culture. It's fine. Can you go back one? Bro?
It's culture
like
and
all
bodies.
these guys here, they're all strong, they're all big, they're all pretty tall. And go ahead one slide. They're all strong, they're all big, they're all pretty tall. It's the same thing. Doesn't really matter. There is a class component to it, there's no question, that culturally speaking, dude, who do you grow up? You probably weren't into sports, right, bro? Martial arts, yeah. Bro, were you into sports? Dude, you're a skateboarder guy. Who'd you have photos of on your bedroom wall? Skateboarders? Tony Hawk?
Actually, I don't like sports.
You don't like sports? Dude, but let's say you did. Your friends who did they have photos of hockey players up or did they have photos of basketball players? It's basketball players. It's a cultural thing. And like white dudes, like you know, there are a lot of white dudes in certain areas of the country, not in the South, because people didn't play hockey in the South. Most historically, you play hockey where it's cold, and then you can flood the ground, and then you skate. Like you don't have indoor hockey arenas, so you have hockey in Canada in cold areas, and then it becomes embedded in part of culture. So the further north you go, the more white people there are. And so therefore you see this hockey is this thing of white people. It slowly starts to descend. We now have NHL teams in the southern part of the United States. That's only a recent thing. So you couldn't have ice down there, ice rinks and so on. And so therefore we just see these cultural pieces. There's no, like I hear people talk about, like black people have an extra bone in their leg or an extra muscle or God knows what.
Yes, it is. It is very cultural. Yes, that's 100% right, Dr. Richards. It's still also physical. And this is not me saying it's physical in terms of black people are naturally. No, I'm not saying that at all. But yes, NBA players tend to be built a certain type of way. Hockey players tend to be built a certain type of way. Baseball, boxing, it's physical. Very physical. It's a sport. I wouldn't say it's racial, but it's definitely... You can't just wake up one day and say, oh, I'm going to do this. Nah, that's not exactly how it works.
Like, come on, it's sociology.
Yeah, but if you like this video, leave suggestions in the comments. It's LFR Jojo, and I'll see you in the next video.